I think we have probably the most unique offering, if not in Australia, perhaps in the world. What we've done is we've looked at how we can draw together that intersection between what entrepreneurship is really about, but how to actually put it into practice. So all of our units are designed, developed and delivered by people who do what they teach.
These two units were actually curated together. We've got entrepreneurial mindsets and capabilities that you'll need, whereas 3411 is then taking that further and really getting you to think about how do you turn that into a business? How do you actually build out a prototype, test it, but also how do you build the business model around it to make it work in the real world? And so if I think about the connection of the two of them and the curating of them, it's really about creating a process that you feel comfortable going through, and with that baseline, then actually giving you that real world experience. So by the end of the 2 semesters, if that's the path you decide to take, you will feel like you've gone through an entrepreneurial journey, and who knows, you might actually get to the end and want to pursue that business further.
We've curated this course really intentionally to try and mirror it as much like the real world and working in industry as much as we can. And what this means is you'll be getting your hands dirty, rolling up your sleeves, we'll be sending you out on fieldwork missions at different points during the course. We don't expect you to succeed the first time. We expect you to bring an open mindset, bring curiosity, and just be willing to try and give it a go, because that's the way you make progress.
I fell into the startup and innovation space, just following a passion and feeling like this sounds really cool. And then I jumped at it and started a business in the space. It's called Luna. It's a startup studio, which basically means we help startups start up. So we took the stuff we do for founders on a daily basis, some of the best founders in Australia, and we're giving it to students to turn them into founders. We won't view you as an undergraduate, we'll just view you as a young, capable person. When we use the word young at mind, innovative, fresh, ready to do something in the world, and we'll treat you as that, like you're a founder of a business, and we'll teach you about venture capital.
Students who study our units have direct access to community members and industry experts in the startup and innovation community to really help their experience as they go through our units, whether that is to build their own business one day, build out their own personal network, or drive innovation in an existing business. The moment they step into our classroom, they have access to the people in our community to really help them on their journey through entrepreneurship. I would hope that a student coming through our units doesn't see it as just another unit that they can tick off on their degree and go on their merry way. I really hope that students will engage with the people in our community and find people that are like them, ambitious, driven, and really wanting to make the most of their university experience.
At an undergraduate level, I think the key thing here is to be immersed in the mindset of an entrepreneur. I would hope that students walk away from our program with a stronger belief in themselves, in the ability to actually change things.
I love teaching entrepreneurship because there are just so many things I wish I knew when I first started my journey as a student at uni. They didn't teach any of this back then, and I made a few big business mistakes early on and learnt a lot in the process.
I do this because I absolutely love working with students and seeing what they're passionate about and seeing how they tackle really important problems. And so if you are keen to get in there and give it a go and get your hands dirty, then we'll get on great.
We know sometimes people don't consider entrepreneurship or innovation as an actual career. You might just think it's something fun to do, but more and more these days, it's actually a really viable and fulfilling career. So hopefully you get a bit of inspiration from that and you can explore some of the paths that maybe you wouldn't have otherwise.